Hola! I just made some picadilla de pavo. Pavo is another way of saying turkey or guajolote. And I used to always get teased from how I said guajolote. And then, or some turkey. My mom used to say turkey. Anyways, this is a picadillo that I made. And basically what I did was I took some oil. And this is my favorite oil. I just found this and I fell in love with it. So I said, oh, okay, I'm going to try this. So I went ahead and I got this is my leftover turkey that I've had. And I didn't want to waste it. And it's, you know, the rule of thumb is like, I think it's for poultry that's cooked up to 3 months. But anyways, it's going to be for me, not for anybody else. So anyways, and now I'm cooking it really well. And what I did was I added some onions. I just sliced and diced in small dice. You discard the seeds and that white stuff for the bell pepper. And then I added some chicken stock. And this chicken stock is really reasonable. So I always have some chicken stock on if you like cooking. And then I have some enchilada sauce. And I put my enchilada sauce in the jar. These are really nice. And they're cheap. Recyclable jars. And they're cheap. They're really inexpensive. So it's Las Palmas enchilada sauce is what we always use. And then I put a little bit of canned tomatoes. And then I add a little bit. So since the enchilada sauce had some seasoning, I didn't have to put too much of seasoning. So I just added a little bit more comino and some ground coriander and some garlic salt. Or you could use some regular salt, like sea salt. I like using the sea salt. I used to use the kosher salt a lot, but I don't really use the kosher salt. I don't use it because it's like half the sodium of the sea salt. It's almost half the sodium of the sea salt. Yeah. Anyways, squeeze a little bit of lemon in there. Just a little. Probably like a teaspoon and a half. Or a teaspoon. And I got some oregano. And make sure when you use the oregano, you squinch it up a little bit and then you toss it in there. And what's so nice about this picadillo, you can actually refreeze it for later use. Just make sure that you're going to use it within that time frame, so it doesn't. You don't want to keep your meats in there too long. I have a story to tell you. When we were in the culinary program, they were throwing out so much meat in the freezer, getting rid of it. And they had some gravy and ground lamb, honey. I took that stuff home. I just, it was so good. Made some mashed potatoes and put that in. I don't like wasting food. So, I mean, I come from a family that we just didn't waste food. And so I ate it. I ate it. So then I'm going to probably make some burritos. You can add some beans to that. And you can find your beans for really super duper cheap. They're like $1 a can. Organic beans now. Black beans, pinto beans, white beans. And you could just mix it up, make some burritos. Or you can make enchiladas. Where I get this at a really good price. Some tortillas. And this doesn't have all that guar stuff in it. So it just has corn and water and a trace of lime. My kind of tortilla. When I start putting all these additives in them, I just think, and then they call it organic. I'm thinking, what the heck? Anyways, I think it's a filler. And I try to stay away from fillers. I only have one gallbladder, and so do you. So, anyways, let's see. And that's about it. And I'm just letting it, just make sure that you simmer it. This has been simmering for about now 20 minutes. And you see how it's starting to The liquids are starting to, well, the liquids are starting to evaporate, and you didn't see it. But it was pretty much like half of that. And so I think that's done. And I scorched it a little bit, the little peppers and stuff, but that's okay. It gives it a little bit more character flavor, I guess. Anyways, but that's what I'm making. And so I'll probably be making some enchiladas. Oh, and taquitos and tacos. Oh my God. This will make the best tacos ever. So, okay. And I guess I'll talk to you later. Just wanted to show you that. All right.